Hello everyone. Welcome to Chef Salim's Detailed Recipes channel. These goulash leaves are one of the main ingredients to be used for goulash wrapping with milk and cheese. Goulash leaves are a material prepared in the factory with starch and water, then poured onto hot plates and shaped like this after drying. I will use 18 of these goulash leaves, and one of them will make 4 desserts. Since we will make a cheese dessert, we will prepare unsalted cheese with milk, and 5 liters of milk is required. 1 kilogram of sugar is required for the sherbet, and half a kilogram of sugar to add to the cheese. 2 liters of milk. 18 rose petals. Unsalted cheese we will prepare. 150 grams of margarine or butter. First, I add 1 liter of milk into 1 kilogram of sugar. There was some sugar syrup residue in this bowl, so I mixed it, added vanilla powder, and put this pot on the stove to boil until the sugar dissolves. It is necessary to add a total of 2 liters of milk, but we did not add all of it because the syrup needs to be cold. Let's add 5 liters of milk to another stove and turn it on. Wait for the milk to boil. We will make cheese by curdling the milk. As you can see, the sherbet milk has boiled, and after it boils, we take it off the stove. Let's melt the margarine a little. We will add that margarine to the cheese. It will be a light dessert, considered fat-free. We can wait for the margarine to melt with steam over your boiling water like this. I will add lemon juice and salt to the milk to curdle it. When it starts to boil, I squeeze the lemon juice into the milk, add 5 to 10 grams of salt, stir a little, and wait. If you stir constantly, it will not work. Do not stir too much. The most important thing, this milk must be fresh. The packaged milk you buy from the markets may not curdle in this way. Be careful, because it contains preservatives. As you can see, the milk has curdled and started to look like cheese. Let's boil it for a while, about 2 minutes, then we will put it in a strainer. This dessert is the traditional dessert of my hometown. There used to be a lot of buffalo cows there, so there was a lot of milk and cheese. Cheese was even added to desserts. There were even people who made baklava with cheese. We add the milk curd into the strainer. Now let's wash it a little to get rid of the lemon and salt in it. Let's get it ready so as not to spoil the dessert. It will be a little dehydrated. I also add sugar to the unsalted cheese we prepared. You can add from 250 grams to 500 grams. If you want it to be very sweet, add half a kilo. I also add melted margarine. After mixing it well, it is ready. Now I add the remaining milk to the sherbet. The temperature of the sweetened milk should be at room temperature. The amount of milk and sugar varies depending on the number of goulash leaves you use. I used this for 18 goulash leaves, but if there was half a liter of milk, I think it would be just enough. I can say there was a little milk missing. After pouring a ladle of sherbet onto a large tray, I press the goulash leaves with my hand. If necessary, I add another ladle, and these leaves change from a crispy texture to a soft texture and can be wrapped. If the sherbet is hot, the leaves will fall apart and you cannot wrap them. In this way, I add 2 leaves and soften them. After cutting those rose petals with a knife, there will be 4 pieces, making 8 pieces from 2 leaves. I add the sweetened cheese, wrap it, and place it neatly on another tray. Yes, this dessert is easy to make. What you need to pay attention to is that the sherbet will not be hot, nor should it be ice cold. If it is too cold, it will not soften the leaves. Once the leaves are at room temperature, the rest is easy. You can also prepare the filling. You can buy cheese and curd cheese, which is unsalted. After passing it through water and adding sugar, you can add walnuts or something similar to the cheese. That would be nice too. I'll add the walnuts on top. There's nothing else you need to pay attention to. It's an easy, simple, healthy dessert with light milk cheese. Let me give you some information about how goulash leaves originated. The origin of goulash leaves dates back to the Ottoman Empire. Traditionally, it is prepared by mixing goulash leaves, cornstarch, and water. This mixture is spread thinly and dried, then stacked in layers like dough. The main idea behind the emergence of goulash leaves was to offer a light and refreshing dessert during Ramadan. While cornstarch provides the lightness and elegant texture of the dessert, the sherbet made with milk and rose water softens the leaves and turns them into a delicious dessert. This dessert has become a preferred flavor at iftar tables, especially during Ramadan, and is still one of the indispensable desserts of traditional Turkish cuisine today. After wrapping the goulash leaves in milk or milk sherbet, we place them on the tray. Now we will add the remaining sherbet to it and wait for it to absorb the sherbet. I smoothed it a bit. I didn't cut it with a knife, so it will swell a little more after adding the milk sherbet. These should be smooth. As you can see, it would be better if this amount had half a liter more milk. It can be a little dry, so I prepare walnuts and coconut on top. After adding the coconut, I also added crushed walnuts. You can also add pistachios or something similar. We can serve it after the sherbet has completely absorbed. I'll taste it with your permission. In the past, this dessert was made at weddings. It could have had a little more sherbet consistency, but other than that, it is delicious and very nice. Additional tips for a perfect goulash. Use fresh ingredients. Always use fresh milk for curdling, as packaged milk might not work due to preservatives. Correct temperature. Ensure the sherbet is at room temperature when pouring over the goulash leaves to achieve the perfect texture. Variations. You can experiment with different fillings, such as walnuts, pistachios, or dried fruits to add extra flavor and texture. Presentation. For a beautiful presentation, garnish with edible flowers, crushed nuts, or a sprinkle of cinnamon. This traditional dessert is not only delicious, but also a wonderful way to celebrate and share a piece of Turkish heritage. Enjoy your cooking, and see you in the next video. Don't forget to click the like button and turn on the bell notification. See you again in a new video. Stay with love. Goodbye.